Hello, everyone! Welcome to our channel where we share with you the cutest and funniest pet videos we find online. Some of these clips may be old, but we can guarantee that they will make you laugh. We also want your help in spreading the joy of pets by sharing this video with your friends and family. Let's get started. Number 9. This little guy is brave enough to take on any challenge. When he sees an enemy, his ears go back and his eyes narrow to slits, and he lets out a fierce growl that doesn't quite match his tiny frame. But that doesn't stop him from trying to be the alpha dog. In this video, this little guy goes toe-to-toe with one of the most feared household appliances known to man, the vacuum cleaner. Even though it has 4 legs, the puppy isn't afraid. He moves toward it, tail wagging, then takes a big bite out of its cord. The vacuum cleaner whirs and sucks up whatever it can, but the puppy holds on tight. They wrestle for a few seconds until the vacuum cleaner gets the best of the little guy. Then, after a few moments of chewing on the cord, he runs away with his tail between his legs. It looks like the vacuum cleaner wins this round, but the puppy will be back to take on his foe again another day. No. 8. There is nothing more satisfying than kicking back and relaxing after a long day at work, especially when you have a comfy chair and a fluffy blanket to snuggle up under. For this little dogga, however, it was a little too satisfying. A lady sat down in her living room and turned on the TV after a busy day of work. Her dog immediately jumped onto the couch and began licking the blanket she had just put on it. After she threw him off, he went to the other end of the couch and laid down on the spot where she had been sitting. Apparently, he wanted to absorb her scent. Just as she tried to move away from the dog so she could watch television, he jumped up and licked her face. She tossed him off once more, but instead of giving up, he rolled over and showed her his belly, hoping she would rub it for him. The lady gave in and stroked his belly before throwing him off the couch yet again. Once on the floor, he did not try to jump up again, but instead walked away without acknowledging her or looking back at the couch. Mission accomplished. The woman finally got to relax after a long day. Number 7. Do you think your cat is lazy? Watch this clip and then tell us what you think. This feline jumps into a cardboard box and falls asleep. A few moments later, a human hand reaches into the box to pet him. And when the owner tries to pick him up, the cat does something amazing. He transforms into an energetic ball of fluff, leaping and playing with the person who wants to cuddle him. The cat completely changes personality once he's picked up and out of the box. After being carried around for a bit, he settles down and purrs while being petted. So maybe he wasn't lazy after all. Maybe he just loves being cozy and warm. Number 6. Sometimes dogs are just the dumbest creatures ever. Just ask any pet owner. They'll tell you about their furry friend who managed to do something stupid. Take this canine, for example. The dog's owner left the house and left him alone. Of course, he didn't know what to do with himself. He ran around the yard a couple times, then decided to go inside. That's when he found an open cabinet and stuck his head inside. He sniffed around until he found some food and helped himself to a snack. His owner came home and found him with his head stuck in the cabinet. The poor guy couldn't get out. He must have gotten stuck because his head was bigger than the hole in the cabinet. The owner grabbed a knife and cut open the cabinet door, freeing the dog. But not before snapping a picture of the goofy expression on his furry friend's face. The dog looked as if he were saying, "Don't judge me." It was either that or starve. No. 5. Cats are known for being graceful and agile creatures, but sometimes they can be a little clumsy. Just like this cat. She was jumping from one place to another when she suddenly lost her balance and fell on her face. Luckily, she landed on a soft surface and was not hurt. But it was still funny to watch her scramble away as fast as she could. Perhaps she should slow down a bit next time she's feeling adventurous. What do you think? Tell us in the comments below. Number 4. A group of boys were walking home from school when they saw a stray dog. At first, the dog seemed friendly, but then he started growling and acting aggressive. One of the kids threw a rock at the dog, which made him run away. They continued walking until they heard loud footsteps behind them. They turned around and saw the same dog running toward them. He opened his mouth and let out a fierce growl. The boys started to run, but the dog was faster. He caught up to one of the boys and knocked him to the ground. Then he started growling even louder. The boy screamed for help, but no one came to rescue him. The dog was getting closer and closer, and soon he would be upon him. But just when things seemed darkest, a miracle happened. Another dog appeared and chased the attacker away. The boys and the dog that had been protecting them were safe, but they would never forget that terrifying day. No. 3. Imagine being chased by a scary animal, and just when you think you're cornered, a smaller animal comes to save you. Well, that's exactly what happened to this little kitten. This kitten was minding his own business when suddenly a large dog appeared and started chasing him. The kitten ran as fast as he could, but the dog was catching up. The kitten climbed up a tree, but the dog was not deterred. He jumped up and started climbing after the kitten. The kitten was scared, but he was determined to escape. Just when the dog was about to catch him, a small bird flew down from the tree and started pecking at the dog. The dog yelped and ran away. The kitten had escaped. No. 2. Dogs are often called man's best friend, but sometimes they can be a little annoying. Just ask this dog's owner. She was trying to enjoy a nice cup of tea when her dog came up to her and started licking her hand. She told him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. He kept licking her hand and wouldn't leave her alone. So she did something drastic. She threw him in the bathtub. The dog was shocked, but he quickly recovered and started barking furiously. He ran to the door and started scratching it with his claws. The owner couldn't believe how dramatic he was being. She thought he would calm down soon, but he just kept on barking. Finally, she had to give in and let him out. As soon as he was free, he ran to his bed and started chewing on one of his toys. The owner couldn't help but laugh at how ridiculous he was being. She loved her dog, but sometimes he could be so dramatic. No. 1. You don't need to be an expert in animal behavior to know that a dog is about to attack you. If its hackles are raised and its teeth are bared, it's probably not going to be friendly. In this video, a woman walks through the woods when she comes across a scary-looking dog. The dog starts growling and lunging at her, but she doesn't seem to be worried. She keeps walking forward, which only makes the dog more angry. It keeps growling and trying to bite her, but she doesn't react. She just keeps walking until she reaches the other side of the yard. The whole time, the dog is barking and growling, but it never actually attacks her. Eventually, she makes it to the road and the dog follows her. It keeps growling, but it stops when she turns around to face it. She tells the dog to go home and it eventually does. But not before giving her one last warning growl. Which video was your favorite? Tell us in the comments below. Also, please like and share this video with your friends and family if you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.